I got through it, got everything going, and all I had to do was just get me and Dina were going out the door. And we got to the kitchen door, and Mrs. Brown says, "Rory, come here a minute."
Oh, no.
And I went, "Oh my God, oh no, what's he doing? Oh no, 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 no." And then he started talking about Mrs. Murphy's cat, but he wasn't referring to it as a cat. And I hadn't a clue where he was going from, where he was going with this. So in the end, I just jumped up and ran out the door laughing. I thought, well, you started it, you can finish it. But he would, like, things like that never bothered him. The idea of 10 million people or 12 million people watching this live didn't bother him.
Yeah. Cool.
He knew that this was going to be, like, he has this thing that he knows what's going to be funny, and when he does it, it is hilarious.
Is there any chance you go back to Mr. Brown's Boys?
No.
Definitely
I'm finished now. No, I'm like,
Definitely.
when you finish it.
Some people are texting in that already now.
Yeah. I know. No, I finished, and I had a good run. I worked with, I had a very lucky career, very lucky life, charmed life, really. I was in EMI. I had 2 employers in 40 years. EMI Records and Brendan O'Carroll, and Brendan was the longest. His was 26 years, and EMI for 14. And they were my 2 employers. And I did have a good time with Brendan. I loved working with Mrs. Brown's Boys until it became massive. And then it became a chore for me. It became, we were doing the same gigs in the same order year after year after year.
And there was that method, and there was all that reason that for the success. But like boy bands, there might be a stage possibly in 3 or 4 years' time. You just wouldn't know. Would you rule it out completely?
I think I would. I love it. I always think it's manners to wait till you're asked, and I haven't been asked back. But I don't think I would. I mean, I've done it, and I've moved on. And if I'd stayed in Mrs. Brown's Boys, I could have still gone round that circuit. I could have still done it. I'd have been very well paid for it.
Yeah.
But since I left, I did 2 pantos in the Olympia in Dublin. I've written this book, and I'm in Fair City. I would have done none of those things.
Are you enjoying life?
I'm loving life.
Are you loving
life?
Life
is good. Life is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing lots of new. This is my first book. I don't know if there's going to be another one, so that's why I want to get around to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Because I would hate to think in January, if I'd have done that, it might have done better. But I want to go out and meet everybody, and especially going to the bookshops. I love that. Because we used to do that in Mrs. Brown's Boys. We used to go out afterwards and sign and we could take up to 3 hours. You'd meet the people, and so that's what my background is, and all the other actors in Mrs. Brown's Boys, that's their background.
You mentioned cats earlier on.
Yeah.
I was reading in the book about your love of cats. Why cats?
I don't know what it is, because we always had dogs growing up, and I was never a dog lover.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do any harm to a dog, but I would never buy a dog. But I had visited, when I moved into the estate that I'm in now, in 1990 when I bought my house, cats used to come visit me, and I'd feed them. And I got to love the cats. And there was one lovely one, Ructions. He was my favourite, but he was knocked down. I was in Israel for the Eurovision earlier on this year, and while I was there, he was knocked down. He was an old cat. He was 18 or 19. But then I said to Linda Martin, Linda who won the Eurovision, I said to her, she's involved with animal rights, and after my mother died, and I was doing the panto.
Your mother died only 2018. Last year.
Tuesday, just gone, was her first anniversary. And I said to Linda, I'd like to get a cat now. I'd like to get a pet. And she says, leave it with me. Don't buy one. Don't go to a breeder. Get a rescue one. And I said, okay, that's fine. And she sent me a photograph of 2 cats. And she says, which one do you like? And I liked both of them. And I said, what's the story with them? She said, oh, they're brother and sister. And she gave me the story. She said they were born under a van in a car park just off Sean McDermott Street in Dublin. And the male cats, wild cats, had already eaten 2 of them.
Oh, gee.
By the time the rescue people got them. Another one died soon after the rescue people got them, and then 2 were adopted out, and there was 2 left. And so I said, oh, they're brother and sister. I said, did they like each other? Because I heard cats don't get on. And she said, the 2 of them are inseparable. And I thought, well, I can't separate them now. So I took the 2 and I called them Pebbles and Bam Bam after the babies in the Flintstones. Pebbles and Bam Bam. And the names suit them. Bam Bam is him, and he's a real bruiser of a cat. Where Pebbles, the female cat, she's very ladylike and everything. Like, they're 2 different personalities, but they do get on. They love each other.
Stay with us. Your texts are coming in 083 333 975. Mrs. Brown will never be the same without the real Rory.